Welcome back to the next lesson. So in this lesson we'll quickly add colors, try to give it some life. All right, give colors to the eyes. So there are so many ways we can add colors to this. I don't want to increase the subdivision surface anymore. I would like to keep it this dense. I don't want it too much. Alright, so if we check our poly faces, it's still okay, and we still have 1.2 million, and it's not like I want to add any high definition detail to this character anyway. I would like to keep it as simple as possible. Alright, so very quickly let me deselect the poly face. Alright, so we would quickly add colors. If you come to this panel right here, you'll find different colors. So but first let's change the material. Now the material is the look and feel of this skin texture. So if you click this, we'll see a lot of variety. If you hover around it, you'll see the preview at the top there, so where you could test out different type of material texture, right, and see which works best for you. Matte capped textures to see which work best. There are some basic material, so that can work for you too. I always like to either go with this. This always sometimes hide the details in the character, or I just stick to the basic skin. Alright, so let's stick to the basic skin. So I selected this guy here, basic skin. So if we also test this guy, it's cool too, but I don't like it. Usually it will just hide the details in the character, such that even when you export these textures, it won't be exactly the way you're seeing it right now. I don't know if it has been worked on in this new version of ZBrush anyway, but I'll just keep hoping. Right? Okay. The next thing we're going to do is to just pick a color. All right, and this guy is black, but we'll just give him a feel of brown. So you see that? That's dingo black, man. So there's another way we can pick color from his face. Just hold down, just hover around here and click C. I need to pick a color. So just hover around and pick and press C, and it will pick a color. And apparently it just picked this particular color. Let's come here and see. I think we should just make him brown or something. But the thing now with that color is that just keep testing to see the color that will actually. Okay, I think this does it for me though. I don't know, let me see what's the, I wish you can see. Oops, hold on. How did I miss that again? And the thing with this particular color selection is that you can't even undo when you pick a color. Yeah, sadly. I don't know if it has changed. Hold on, let me check. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. It hasn't. So we'll just find a color that will be best for us here. Usually I use another software to add skin textures, and so I would be doing that in this course been doing that in a separate course where we use Substance Painter. That's a much longer, course anyway. But we use Substance Painter to, add skin textures. So that will be a separate, course, because skin textures is a whole new, it was a whole new game, right? So so we use Substance Painter usually for our skin textures. Let's see if we can add more light to this scene. Okay, I think that works. Let me change this to like blue works. I just want to light the scene. So if you click this light, double tap. Just maybe try to find where you can actually get the face, okay, such that we can see the face in full. What am I even saying? Just keep trying. I just want to, because he's a dark character and you won't really see the beauty of a black dude without light. We need light to survive. We need light to look fine, right? Somebody will be laughing. I know a light-skinned person will be like, yeah, we're light skin like that and we're fine. So take your black self. Yeah, we need light, just enough light to look beautiful. If not, you won't see us. So I think this color is fine. I wish I can get the color wheel, like to get this particular brown. Red 85, green 45, blue 35. And to get the hex value of this color. Can I press? So okay, when you do this and you're satisfied with this, quickly fill in the color. If you don't do this and you pick another color, it will change, guys. It will be hard for you to get this particular brown again. So what you do is just fill in the color for this. Oops. What the hell just happened? See, that's the thing now. See, that's the thing. That's the problem. Okay. What happened? Oh. What happened? Oh God. What just happened now? Oops. For some reason that's weird. Is it me or okay, I think I should even 85, 45, 35. Let me write that down. 85, 45, 35. Alright, so that's weird. I mean, it won't usually do that. It doesn't do that. Now, you see, it has changed somehow. It has changed. Wait a minute. That's weird, actually. This new version is just giving me film tricks, so I just don't understand. I tell you the truth, man, I do not get it. Okay. Oops. That's weird. That's really, really weird. Okay, let's see how that plays out again. So I think for some reason the edit was deactivated. Right? I think I mistakenly, deactivated the edit here. So what's our blue again? So we have 85, 35. Where's 85? 85. What? 45. 35. Hell no, that's not it. This is annoying. It didn't even feel. That's not good. Hold on. The RGB intensity was set to 0. So this is the RGB, this is the red, green, blue we are trying to fix here. So it was set to 0, the intensity was set to 0. This wasn't even activated. I think we should just activate the material and RGB so that it fills in accordingly. So now, boom, it works. And now it has just messed up the color I wanted. Let's try that again. So we had 85. 45, 35. Oh my god. 120. 85, you dummy. 85. Let me see it without the light though. I think that's it. Okay, let me see. 85, 35, 45. Okay, I think that's it. I'm so sorry guys. I mean, we run into these issues so a lot of the time. So I'm not going to edit this part out, so just in case you run into the same issue, you know how to solve problems. And by the way, as an animator, as a graphic artist, your job is always to solve problems. I mean, I've not seen any artist that doesn't always find a way out. No. I mean, it applies to at all level of skill. They always find a way out. They always find a way out. Right? So usually when you want to give a black color, the rules are you don't always give it a total black color. So let's give that beard a black. Oops. I believe you know why that is doing that, right? It's because this skin right here still has a mask. See the problem? It still has a mark, so that's why it didn't apply. So I'm going to hover around this particular skin texture and press C and select and fill this again. Right, so what did I do? I hovered around this, remember, around the color I want to pick, press C and it picked that color. I went back here to color and filled that texture, and now we have totally, and that was really weird anyway. What kind of beard is that? Never mind, I'm not touching it again. Alright, so this video is already getting too long already. So that's it for the skin texture. We now have the skin texture. So now we have to add some blood to the face. If you look at the lips here, there's blood here in the lips. I mean, for light skinned people, it's usually obvious there's blood. You can actually see through from where you are, you can see blood on the lips, you can see like a blush somewhere, you can see some redness on the ear, you can see some redness on the forehead. So we're going to add those by painting in those colors. All right, so that's where we had, so if we had an RGB set to like a 3 or 2, so that it doesn't, you don't paint too many, like some harsh color to it. So I'm going to go ahead and select red here, maybe dark red or so. Okay, and zoom into my lips. Try to give it these pink lips or something. Maybe I should just give him that pink lips already. Yeah, it's fine like that. Just like that. It's so good. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Alright, so let's give it the red. Okay, I think that color works for me. Alright, so I would reduce my brush size. Remember, reduce your RGB, the red, green and blue channel, reduce it, because if you set it to this and try, oops, I didn't mention that part. So the brush you would use for this is the standard brush for painting. Alright, and when you use that brush, you would have to deselect the add so that it doesn't add, geometry. So you want to deselect add, and activate RGB so that it paints colors. Alright, so that's how it works. So if you want to paint colors, okay, let me see if I can do it with another brush. Deselect this guy. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So it works with the standard brush used for drawing. Let me see if I can do this too. No, it doesn't. Okay, wait. It's about trying. Okay, fine. Any brush you use for drawing. So this is to move stuff. Any brush you use for like drawing stuff, like trying to draw, like maybe the damn standard brush. Deactivate this dude here. And as far as I'm using it to draw or paint anything, it works. Alright, so I would select my standard brush because that's what I usually use. So I'll reduce the RGB to like a 3. So I do not like that red at all. No, I don't like it. It's alright, so I'll just paint gently and try to give it that reddish lips there. It's just weird. Okay. Alright, so that's it. So if you notice that you've drawn too many reds, you can just do the same method. Hover around the color you want to use in filling in, press C and just paint it on top so that it will either clean it up or something. Okay, so if you check below the lip, it's dark, so you can just hover around it and select that particular color again. I think it shows the dark part. You just select the red here. Makeup artist, very terrible. Ladies, please, if there's a lady here, please do not blame me. We didn't go to school for these things. The one thing about being an artist or an animator is that you know a little of everything. You always know a little of everything. When it comes to adding clothes to character, you have to understand measurements. You have to actually understand, fittings, how it's done. Some style, learn new style. You could actually literally see a style on a lady's body, and you're like, if I could give my character that particular style, that's the way it works. Okay, you just solve problems. You just always wanted to add something. That's why I usually say that artists are never finished. We are never always finished. So we just have a definition of done. And say, okay, I think this is okay, it's done, I can't touch it anymore. If not, I begin to hate the art. Okay, so that's a very weird lipstick anyway. So I'll select that color and fill this in here just to cover it up, cover my shame. Please don't laugh at me. I hope you get my point. So if you're doing yours, you would and you understand. I have nothing to say. But the last time you disgraced me. Also, if you're doing yours and you feel the need, you give it eyeshadows, that kind of thing. Go ahead, by all means, be my guest. But that's a terrible thing. It's like he has blood in his leg and he got punched or something, and there's blood spilling everywhere. I mean, that's what it looks to me. What kind of red is? I think it's because of the lighting, though. So let's see if we can. That's what happens. These lights. It just has a way of deceiving people. I think it's because of the lighting. Dropping different layers of red to this dude here. So on the lower part, I would want to make it darkish. Reduce the brush size just there. Give it that dark color. Okay, I think that pleases it for me. And the top here, I'll just give it a darker color again. So let's leave the lips. You get my point. You can spend as many time you want, to working on that lip. It's up to you. So let's add color on the nose area. Gently, easy into it. So, but I like, there's blush on the nose. There's blood on the nose. There's also blood on the cheekbone. See that? Ooh, looks like a Chinese. Japanese masquerade or something. Oh god. So let's pick that color again. I think that blush was too much. Black people don't have blush. I was watching a video one time and this guy was talking about his uncle who went to see his wife in the labor room. So his wife was grabbing his arms, his hands, trying to push, and this uncle was turning blue. He was like, boy, come help me. This one, you're really it on your own. The next time the lady wanted to put to bed, he gave her a bone. The girl broke the bone, man. Okay, back to work. I think I like that. So let's add colors to the ear. So when light hits the ear, you'd find that you'll see a translucent nature, like the translucent shading on that ear, such that you can even see through slightly. It's usually obvious on light-skinned people. Am I not giving them a lot of credit? Yeah, it's usually obvious on light-skinned people anyway. So let's give me this. I think it's coming alive. Alright, don't worry, we'll come to the eyes. Just hold on, hold the phone. So, and another principle that applies out at the top here, we usually have a slightly yellowish, you may not notice. So here is just a little bit of yellow. And down here, let's add purple to that place to give it that feel. Slightly, don't overkill it. Okay, so let's go to that brush again. Add it here somewhere. Alright, so I think that's cool. It's up to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to you to, do with it however you want to. So add a little bit red here in the eyes. So I reduce my brush size. I'm painting some darkish. Around the eyes. circle or something. Yeah, dude, that is not that obvious. It doesn't sleep well anyway. It doesn't have that much of a dark circle. So please, while you're at that, let's quickly save before ZBrush decides to. You can save this another backup as let's say poly painting. Poly paint. Okay. So I'll select the eyebrow there, right? Okay, and fill it in with that dark color again. You know, it's filling it. Oops. Remember RGB. Remember, let's even give this so that when it's time to add the beard too, let's also give it. Let's fill it in with that material. Okay, now let's do the eyes. Now you have to pay attention to the eyes, okay? Because we're going to mask out a few things. Alright? So for the eyes, first of all, let's increase the resolution so that let's turn this to white. Okay? Let's make this white. Then the texture we are going to use for the material is going to be a toy plastic texture. Why? It's because it has a reflection to it. It has this shining, reflection to it. Okay? So if you notice, you would see that it has that. Let me turn on this particular light here. No. It didn't work. That's too much. I want you to see. Okay, whatever, you're going to see what I'm about to do with this dude. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do, first of all, like I said, let's increase the resolution. Let's go to geometry and subdivide this like 3 times. Now we have 1.4 million. I think we're doing very well with low, polygroups. For this mouth though, let's select this dude and actually spread this out like this. Okay. That's how it works. You just find something, you just notice something, and you just confirm, and you just make adjustments. That's how life works too. Just see something that's bad, see an attitude, see a habit that will get you in trouble. Start adjusting. Start making changes. So you actually belong in this earth anyway. Alright, so the next thing is draw a mask. But usually when we're drawing a mask, let's hold control and we draw a mask. You see that box nature, but the one we want to draw is a circle. So there are a few settings we have to do for that to happen. So hold down control. When you hold down control, you see this changes. This is your max brush palette, your max palette, right? So there are different max here. So we have the circle max, we have the rectangle max, blah blah blah. Okay, so we want to select the circle, right? So when that is, while you're still holding control, you come here and activate center, so it draws in the center. Okay, usually it always has another setting anyway, but okay, let's select the 2 of them. So when you're still holding control, when you draw a max here, so it's now circle. You see? But for some reason it didn't work on both sides. So we have to activate X symmetry by pressing X. So you hold down control again and draw a max. Yeah. And boom, boom, boom. Our character is coming alive. Yay! Yeah, still doesn't look like it though. Still needs some adjustment, but I think I'm okay. So I need to do some adjustments in the eyes here. It's a stylized character. Okay, it's not like we're not doing realistic character sculpting. That takes a lot of time, So when that is done, we want to invert the marks. Remember how to invert while you're pressing Control, just tap out. Then let's work in here. So this is what we want to work on. Oh wow, it looks like a demon right now. So let's give it a brown first. Let's give it a brown here. RGB set, standard brush set. Okay, gently draw it in. I'm going to give it like different layers anyway. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is draw some, you know, when you look at the human eyes, it has this lines in it, like white lines. So some people have different, you know, eye colors, right? Eye textures too. So you could just see like white lines in it. So we want to draw that. We want to draw that in. That's too much, and exactly, it's too much intensity. So Control Z. So I want to reduce this, increase the focal shift to this. So once those, I want it as slim as possible. Let's set to 1 intensity. I'll be doing intensity as well. Okay, so we draw. Usually that's how I do my eye texture. There are different ways to do this eye texture anyway. I don't know if you usually notice those. There are different colors. People have different colors of those. You know. Nice. So this is the fastest and, you know, easier way to get it done, especially when you're building a stylized character too. So in ZBrush, like I said, we use Substance Painter for our texturing, but I want to keep this course around one software instead of jumping from one software to the other. So now you select another brand and paint over it. You get it, right? You get it right. And another reason why this is not showing as straight line as possible is because of our resolution, and I do not want to crank up the resolution too high so it doesn't, you know, because if you notice on the edges you can see it's still pixelated. Alright, but if we increase this resolution to like maybe a 5 or a 6, which everything falls in place, you can do that. Actually, it's up to you. But I don't want ZBrush to start, you know, dragging or maybe crashing on me anytime soon. Once bitten, twice shy. Right? Okay. The next thing I'm going to do will be add a darkish brown again on the top again. So it's beginning to add up. And the last one is a dark, a very black color in the center there. Alright, so let's clear the marks. And there you got it. You have that's how you sculpt the character. And add colors to it in ZBrush. Okay. So this character still needs more adjustments, alright? This face is too long and slim. So this is a bit wide. Okay, so we still have to do some adjustment to it. And by the way, this was rushed. I had to rush and, you know, redo this. I still need to adjust a few things, but I'm happy with the progress we've made so far. So in the next lesson, we're going to work on the body. Yeah, this shouldn't take time because we already have what we need. So we just need to, you know, define a few places, reduce this bicep so it doesn't look like he's having a small head, big body. I know there are people like that, but it's up to you. Maybe if you want to turn this to a superhero character, we can do that. Okay. And the first lesson, I remember when we had a dividing between the head and the shoulder or the body, I went ahead to adjust that in the second video I recorded. So the one you have now is the neat version. So you're not going to have, the one I'm sending to you now is the neat version. You're not going to have that division. All right. So that's it. Okay. That doesn't look like me at all. See why I don't like creating my own self. So I still need to adjust a few things. Maybe, pull this guy out a bit here. It's not working. That's weird. Why is that? Okay. Oh, the eyes were still selected. So I still need to drag this guy out a bit here. Okay. Alright, so in the next lesson we're going to deal with the body. Alright, so I'm not touching that face anymore. The eyelids needs to come up a bit. You see, that's the adjustments we are never done with. Okay, we need to still make a few more adjustments to make this right. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it for this character though. Okay. Okay. So see you in the next lesson. I don't want to waste